Down and play their half-court sets.
When you're a young player, that can be a bit frustrating, but when you're a vet, you welcome games like this where everyone can take their time.
The starters for the Memphis Grizzlies. Manning the backcourt, we'll see Morant and Payne. Edey out there with Jaren Jackson, and it's Jackson in at the 3 slot. Edey releases from the wing and drills it.
The team-first mindset of Jackson, willing to get the ball to his open guys.
Payton with a screen on Morant. Outside Payton. Back to Curry. Pass to Green. Outside Curry. Shot clock at 6. And it's all from three-point range. And so it's Bane who brings up the ball for Memphis. And there's a pick. Fires from 14. That's short off the rim.
And usually that's a bucket for him, but look, nobody's perfect in the mid-range.
Remember when people were questioning whether the Warriors were truly a dynasty, RJ?
I do, and that was erased for good with that championship run in 2022. I still think that is Steph's most important championship. That title cemented them as one of the all-time great teams of the last 50 years. Outstanding work to send him away. They sniffed that one out.
Just over a minute and a half in. Green with a screen on Morant. Goes up from the top of the key. Curry's shot is off.
Now, I understand that shot didn't go down, but they will take that look every trip down the floor.
Here's Edey, guarded by Payton. There's Jackson with the 3. He can't get that one to fall. Ooh, good work defensively by Butler. Green, the pass to Payton. Green with a screen on Morant. Here's Post. Pass to Curry. Now Payton. Back to Curry. And here's Green from the arc. Grizzlies with the rebound. And just under 2.5 minutes elapsed here in the first. Back to Morant. Jackson, the screen. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up. RJ, when Ja Morant's at his best, you won't find a more entertaining player in the league.
Oh, B.A., he is a generational talent. There is no easy way to defend him. That blend of skill, athleticism, quickness, it is so impressive and hard to guard.
Now here's Curry. High post Green. On the wing, Payton. This one for 3. And the Warriors miss again. And it's Morant with the ball for the Memphis Grizzlies. And we're about 3 minutes into this first quarter. Jackson finds Morant. Back to Jackson. Outside for Morant. There's the drive. And then Morant with the dunk.
He gets a lot of defensive attention, but Morant, he can expect this type of rough scene anytime he takes it inside.
And again, it's the Warriors missing.
And you just can't afford to give up that kind of look very often.
Knocks it loose. Here's Jackson. Outside for Morant. Payne with it. Payton covering. Payne, the pass to Morant. Gets the 3 to fall. Morant's got 7 points in the game.
In motion, Morant's shooting ability is solid, but when he's this set up, it's outstanding.
On the wing, Curry. Looking to win the run. Offensive board.
Great effort to turn the miss into 2 points.
Yes, sir. Those are the hustle points. And keeping us updated from the sideline, Allie LaForce.
Steve Kerr gave me a few minutes to catch up with him. They were concerned with Jaren Jackson Jr. on both ends of the floor. Coach saying defensively, Triple J covers so much space, a blocking machine. And on the other side of the ball, Jaren has serious skill for a man of his size. He's a tough game plan for us. Jaren Jackson Jr., a two-way menace. Brian?
All right, Allie, thanks once again. Warriors trail by 4. Things just don't seem to be clicking for them offensively.
Yeah, they really need to find a way to get back on track.
Even a half-court shot is a good shot for Curry. That's how good of a shooter he is.
6 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Morant with it, now guarded by Curry. Bane against Curry. Kicks it out to Jackson. Oh, it's stolen by Butler. Pass to Curry. There's the three. And the Warriors with another three. Now here's Morant. Tipped. And at the end of one, a closely contested game so far. The Warriors. And it's been a pretty even game here after one quarter of play. All right, guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown for the Warriors.
They've really been dialed in from deep. This is a team that has a ton of confidence in their outside shooting ability.
And also, the coaching staff has to love the hustle so far. Just playing with great energy, getting out and converting in transition.
On the court for Memphis. Manning the backcourt, we'll see Morant and Bane. G.G. Jackson is out there with Jaren Jackson. And it's Edey in at the center position, filling out the middle. Now here's Morant. Up top, Bane. Oh, he clanks that one off the back iron and it falls.
He'll be asking for some lottery numbers later if he keeps knocking down shots like that.
Richard, for years, the Grizzlies team motto was grit and grind. You think that shifted?
They're a little bit flashier now, but they still have that underdog spirit. That's what grit and grind is about. They're always out to prove themselves.
What confidence from Jackson there. Just taking it right at the defense and overpowering them.
Richard, every team wants three-point shooters and rim protection. Jaren Jackson Jr. gives you both.
Oh, he is the prototypical big man. He's Defensive Player of the Year. He's led the league in blocks on multiple occasions, and he can stretch the floor and shoot threes.
Pass to Edey. Morant with it. Jackson with it. Green with the defensive effort.
And he's usually able to score on that type of defense rather easily. Surprising to see him come away empty.
Butler with the ball. He's picked up by Bane. The three from Curry. Curry rises up and hits the three.
So challenging to guard in pick and rolls. Curry excels at exploiting the defense in these sets.
Now here's Morant. Tight defense on him. Poke loose. Jackson outside. Jackson on the wing. Here's Edey. Goes back up. Back to Jackson. Plenty of space. And that one's good. That makes him 2 for 3.
Nice play by Jackson Jr. Just taking what the defense gives you.
Curry passes to Payton. Lets it go from deep. Curry. The rebound by Edey. And so it's Morant who brings up the ball for the Memphis Grizzlies. In the second quarter, they've given up just 3 points. Jackson gets the bucket.
This is where you want Jackson Jr. going to town. He's got a nice soft touch around the rim.
The three from Curry. He can't hit that time. Memphis leading by 4. And now the Grizzlies on the run. There's Jackson with the three. They get it again. Outside Morant. Outside Bane. With the teardrop. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line. That's on Gary Payton second.
I like that. I mean, some physical play inside. He's not about to give up any easy baskets.
And the second free throw is good. And Richardson's bursting onto the scene. Bane has been nothing short of spectacular.
Bane was a steal with the 30th pick. He's added to his game each year. And now he's one of the better two-way wings in the league.
And here's Butler outside. Pass to Payton. And here's Curry for 3. He nails it. That's his 5th make in 11 tries.
On a night like tonight, Steph Curry is must-watch basketball. He can score from anywhere.
Jackson the screen. Morant with it. Green picks him up. Morant against Curry. And it's good. Off the back rim and in. Curry's got 17 points.
And he's coming off a huge performance, and his confidence couldn't be any higher. And his coach knows that, too.
When it ain't broke, leave it alone. Until someone stops him, just let him roll.
Now here's Jackson. He's scoreless.
A big target with good hands. Jackson doing damage in the pick and roll.
Here's Curry. Oh, a strong finish from Curry.
Look at what he's doing here, and it's hard to imagine him playing much better.
Jackson, the screen. Morant, the pass to Jackson. There's 48 seconds left in the first half of this game. Down low. Here's Edey. The shot no good. The Warriors have gone 4 of 10 from the field in the second. The three from Curry. Nails it from beyond the arc. And now a three-point Warrior lead.
And this is how he shines. He's a big part of their floor spacing.
Yeah, you got to know where he is at all times, especially when he's roaming around the perimeter ready to fire.
Now here's Morant. 7 points in the game. It's a 4-second differential between the shot clock and game clock. Pass to Edey. Second shot opportunity. Goes up again. And some nice defense there to end the quarter. Stephen Curry getting it done for the Warriors. His fingerprints were all over that quarter. 13 points, leading the charge. And more NBA action on 2K Sports coming your way right after this.
And get ready for the fan half-court shot. Drum roll, please. They're thinking about the shot.
And we're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been a fairly even one. Stephen Curry having a dominant impact in this game.
They've leaned on him to provide a lot of offense, and that's how he likes it.
He always wants to be a go-to guy for them. I'm sure he'll be calling for the ball even more in this half.
Moody is out there with Jonathan Kuminga. Then it's Buddy Hield. Then there's Kevon Looney. And it's Pajemski in at the two-guard position. And that's the group for Steve Kerr as we begin the second half.
And once he gets to the rim, it's fairly automatic.
Nothing fancy right there. Just takes his 2 points, moves on. Here's Pajemski. The putback. Out to Hield. Jacks up a three. Right side Pajemski. Moody from outside. Ooh, the smooth three from Moody.
When he gets a quality look like this at the perimeter, he can almost be automatic.
Richard, it comes as no surprise that Golden State is routinely at the top of the league for made threes.
That's how this team has been constructed. They are custom built to rain threes on you, and we've seen it be very, very effective.
And he lobs it up. It's tipped. Kennard with it, and it's Hield picking him up. They push it up 4 on 3. Pass to Huff. Outside Hield. Launches it. Another three for Golden State.
A true display of Hield's accuracy, surprising the defense with the deep shot.
Kennard outside to the paint. Clark. Oh, Clark with the slam.
He finds a shooter in motion and is confident he can thread him with the lead pass. Well done.
Right side Hield. And here's Kuminga for three. And the rebound goes to the Grizzlies. Kennard left side. And the officials whistle a foul on the shot. The bucket is good, and he'll go to the line.
Oh, what tremendous focus to absorb the contact and find a way there to finish.
And this is his first trip to the line tonight. Richard, you played for great teams and rebuilding teams. How different is the atmosphere between those types of organizations?
The expectation to win from everyone, top to bottom, that's what stands out to me. Everyone takes their role seriously and professionally.
Grizzlies trail by 4. Kennard passes to Clark. Oh, and a fast break for the Warriors. Stolen by Kennard. And now the Grizzlies on the run. Here's Pippen. The rebound by Moody. The Warriors have gotten just 3 of 8 shots to go in the third quarter. They get the rebound. Pass to Kuminga.
You have to be kidding me.
Wow, that's how you take things into your own hands. And the Grizzlies shooting about 41%. Gives us a chance to catch up with Allie LaForce.
Well, Coach Steve Kerr said of Jonathan Kuminga, we were trying really for a long time to get him to attack, get the ball in the paint and dunk it because he's unstoppable there. You just don't know when something's going to click, but it has clicked, and it's beautiful to see.
He has certainly found his lane, Allie. Thank you.
This is what it's been since halftime. Remarkable results from downtown.
In the modern NBA, you have to hit threes to win games, and they've made that adjustment since the break.
And there's the lob, and Looney with the slam.
Woo! His energy is unmatched.
And all of a sudden, that man was just on the other end.
Up top, Kennard, defended by Podziemski. Kennard passes to Wells. And the powerful one-handed slam.
And what an aggressive move to the rim. He's really trying to fire up his teammates right now.
Boy, it's not hard to feel inspired after a teammate makes that kind of finish.
And that could be the spark they needed to make a little run as they try to even this thing up.
Looney passes to Moody. Fires the 3. And the Warriors with another 3.
You can't ask for a cleaner look than that, and he'll make you pay.
Here's Pippen, guarded by Hield. 36 seconds left in the third quarter. It's stolen by Hield. Outside Podziemski. The 3-ball. Offensive rebound. Picked it out of midair. And we've got a whistle. He was fouling with a purpose. And in that spot, in that situation, it's got to be a transition take foul. He made the only free throw attempt he had earlier in the game. And the Warriors going with a whole new group out there. Moran against Butler. Here's the 3. The rebound by Payton. On the wing, Curry, pounded by Moran. Curry surveys. Offline with a 3. And so it's the Golden State Warriors with a 9-point cushion at the end of the quarter. All right, let's take a look at our assist of the game presented by State Farm.
Woo, I'm fired up to see this dish one more time. It's always great to see your 2 guards share the wealth.
Not just playing selflessly, but also making a smart decision with the ball.
The fourth quarter has arrived. So good to have you with us. On the court for Memphis to start the fourth. Manning the backcourt, we'll see Moran and Bain. Jackson out there with Edey, and it's Jackson in at the small forward position. Curry's shot is off. And so it's Bain who brings up the ball for the Memphis Grizzlies. Pass to Jackson. Here's Edey. And that'll be Memphis's ball as it goes out of bounds. Grizzlies able to keep possession here. So it's the Grizzlies now. They trail by 7. Here's Moran. Ooh, Moran battling inside.
Shows great imagination offensively. Morant, so many tricks up his sleeve.
Curry, a screen on Payton. Payton finds Curry. From the arc. Drains the triple. Curry's got 25 points.
And we talk about the importance of versatility. He's really got it all on the offensive end.
Outside Bain. Outside for Moran. Oh, Morant sinks the triple.
Oh, Morant sinks the answer with authority. He's feeling the competitive fire after that last tray.
Fires for 3. A shot by Butler, no good.
Well, he just hasn't found his rhythm tonight, partly because he's gotten fewer touches.
Morant with it, now guarded by Curry. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Morant.
Those are the turnovers that have coaches pulling their hair out. Why do you think I'm bald?
And there's the screen. Here's Curry. Memphis with a rebound. Jackson's got 5 rebounds in the game. And that's a foul called on Stephen Curry. That's his first foul of the game.
First team foul.
Morant surveying the floor. Jackson on the wing. Back to Morant. And the foul called on Draymond Green. That's his first foul.
He didn't have his feet planted.
Second team foul.
They're going to turn it over. They couldn't get it inbounds in time.
Golden State basketball.
The Warriors lead by 5. Payton with a screen on Morant. Curry passes to Payton. Now Butler. Outside Curry. There's the 3. And again, it's the Warriors missing.
And this is exactly who you want taking that shot. He just missed it. Well, if they've been saving one of their favorite plays, now is the time to use it.
Yes! Curry from the corner!
They will take that option every time up the floor. Curry from the corner.
Here's Morant. And then Morant with the dunk!
Big time two-hand slam.
And right on top of the defender, too. That's got to feel good. Golden State has got 2 of 5 threes to go here in the 4th. Payton with a screen on Jackson. And he's going for the lob! And an emphatic jam on the lob.
Selfless play by Butler. Using the pick and roll to move the defense and get his guy a good look.
Ja steps on the gas. Yep, that one goes. Morant's got 11 points here in the second half.
Breakdown for the defenders, and you can't ask for an easier bucket than that.
Shot is good by Curry.
Not sure there's such a thing as a bad 3 for Steph.
Outside Morant. A bit under 3.5 minutes have passed here in the 4th.
What a finish. I mean, he just took over himself.
What a show of power right there from the point guard. Man, sweet.
A point guard getting up like that? Boy, that is special.
And the basket by Curry.
Yeah, the sweet-looking jumper of Steph. It just looks so pure coming out of his hands.
Here's Morant. Oh, Morant from close range.
He's scoring the rock at will, but he needs more help from his teammates.
Pass to Butler. The rebound by Jackson. Grizzlies trail by 7.
Things aren't looking good here. I mean, they need points, and they need them now.
And if I were them, I'd start thinking about where I'm going to get food after the game because this one looks a bit out of reach.
The kick out. Curry. 3-pointer. Good! Another from 3. Buries his 10th triple of the game.
Unbelievable, B.A. Unbelievable.
It's stolen. Green with the ball. Guarded by Morant. Fires from way outside. Memphis with a rebound. 32 seconds left to play in the 4th quarter of this one. Six on the shot clock. Fades back. That shot off the mark.
When you're wide open like that, no need to fade away.
And so it's the Warriors taking care of business in this one. This one was a fun one to watch. They were clearly in the driver's seat down the stretch.
They really were, B.A. They played with great intensity on both ends of the floor, and they didn't allow their mistakes to get the better of them.
And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. For Grant Hill, Richard Jefferson, and Allie LaForce, this is
time, but eventually I'll get there.
I'm a tiger on the loose, I'm a menace in the booth, I'm the medicine you're afraid of. In tonight's game. What are you watching closely?
Well, the thing that jumps out at me, Kevin, is the guard matchup. I mean, both teams have tremendous backcourts, and I really think whoever is able to win or control that battle is going to win the game.
Now let's take a look at the Nuggets opening lineup. The 4 and the 5. It's Gordon and Jokic. In at the guard spots, it's Murray and Brown. And it's Watson in at the 3 slot. And it's Curry with the ball, bringing it up for the Warriors. Payton in the corner. Green with a screen for Payton. It's Curry outside. That's good. And it's Payton with the assist.
He has perfected his ability in the pick and roll. Curry going to work.
And it's Gary Payton the second with the foul.
Gary Payton.
That's his first foul.
First personal foul. First team foul.
Here's Brown. Guarded by Curry. Murray against Payton. 5 to shoot. Murray the pass to Gordon. Shoots it.
Boy, I love the energy Green plays defense with. He's always contesting the shot.
And it's Gordon missing. Clark, as you look at the career of Aaron Gordon, he has blossomed into an elite role player.
Yeah, and I love the fact that he's done that. He's embraced his role. He's embraced taking fewer shots and playing more defense and getting on the glass more and making hustle plays. Not everybody would do what Aaron has done. It's a credit to him that he's been able to, again, embrace, not just accept, but embrace the role that he serves for that championship team.
Here's Curry following the score by Jamal Murray. And Curry, here we go, misses from short range.
Well, he's much better than that. Really no excuse for missing that lay-in.
Some nice ball movement by the Nuggets. Here's Gordon driving in. Oh, he misses the dunk. Warriors have gone 3 of 4 from the field to start out the game. Butler kicks to Curry. Out to the right wing. Outside Butler. Down it goes for his 3rd basket in as many tries.
Look, Butler will get his shot now, forcing his way inside that time.
Jokic with his screen on Payton. Murray, good.
And that's exactly what he's looking for, draining the triple.
Let's check in with our reporter, David Aldridge.
Well, Kevin, Steve Kerr gave me a few minutes to catch up with him. I asked him, what's the hardest thing about facing Nikola Jokic? He said the way he controls the game at the offensive end. He keeps everyone involved. He's a great scorer, and you have to keep him off the offensive glass. It's a tall order, all of it. Guys?
All right, thank you, David. Brown, the pass to Murray. Here's Brown. From the arc. Good, and the assist goes to Murray.
And the clever passing of Murray, really moving the ball well around the court.
Great since reaching 5 consecutive NBA Finals. The Warriors have missed the playoffs 3 of the past 5 years.
And to be fair, they did go 46 and 36 last season. They were 10 games over 500 last year. So they weren't a bad team, but Golden State doesn't just expect to be in the play-in. They want to be a contender.
Now Watson, after Jimmy Butler missed from long range. Green against Jokic. Over Green. Jokic, no good.
Well, you know he wants that one back. I mean, more often than not, he'll sink that mid-range jumper.
And the foul on Jamal Murray. That's his first foul.
First team foul.
We've got 1:23 left here in the first quarter. And the three ball is good. Curry's got a couple of threes now in the first for the Warriors.
Honestly, guys, Curry is the best three-point shooter I've ever seen.
Murray scanning the floor. Jokic sets the screen for Murray. Pass to Jokic. Another three for Denver.
Love the response from Jokic. His competitive spirit turned up high.
Curry finds Jackson Davis. Back to Curry. The kick outside to Butler. And another three for Golden State.
I tell you what, it's almost like stealing to watch how he plays the game from this seat.
Murray against Payton. Murray, no good. Warriors leading by 4. It's deflected and stolen by Murray. And it's Murray with the jam.
Boy, Murray had his fingerprints all over that possession. It's huge when he makes these types of plays.
Curry kicks to Payton. Back to Curry. Outside Butler. Payton passes to Curry. Good on the three-point shot. Curry's got 9 points.
Another one from distance. He's hot, and they keep feeding him, which makes a lot of sense.
For real. Come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
A little back and forth from long range. I love it. That's a terrific answer there.
And a high-scoring first quarter. Both teams. And some good action in the books as we get back to the game that's been pretty close here so far. And a chance to catch up on some numbers here. Scoring breakdown for the Warriors.
So far, they've moved the ball well, leading to open, high-percentage looks. Lots of assists in this one.
You know, another thing they've done really well, I think, is get quality shots from behind the three-point line and knock them down, too.
On the floor for Denver as we get going here in the second quarter. In at the guard spots, it's Murray and Brown. Before in the 5, it's Gordon and Jokic. And it's Watson in at the small forward position. And Greg, something that is so important to this team, Jamal Murray's shot creation.
It is, Kevin. He creates so much with the ball.
How about the guard getting up? Jamal Murray flying to the rack.
And now we've got some time to check in from the sideline. You got for us, D.A.?
Kevin, thanks. The Warriors have found something with Draymond Green and Trace Jackson Davis inside. Green says, with the rim protected by Trace, I can just play off instinct and read the game. Jackson Davis says, being able to interchange with him is great. The things he teaches me has helped my game a lot. Kevin?
I'd love to hear those scores. Thanks, David. And the bucket is good. Three-point play chance here for him. It's going to send Jamal Murray to the line. They get Stephen Curry. Jamal Murray is still an elite scorer. And Clark, he has fought through so many injuries.
And it's remarkable that he's as explosive off the bounce as he is after the injuries that he's dealt with. His ability to create a shot, especially at crunch time, one of the best in the league. The pull-up jumper, the teardrop, and the three, he's got all of those.
For 3, Murray. Warriors with the rebound. Payton inside. Murray on him. And it's Payton. That time on the assist by Curry.
You know, Steph Curry is not always looking for his next shot. He's got a selflessness about him that's inspiring.
Down low. Here's Jokic. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. Well, Clark, we know Nikola Jokic has many interests outside of basketball, like training his horses.
I love that about him. When basketball season is over, he knows exactly what he wants to do and needs to do to take care of his body, but he's not going to be a slave to basketball year-round. He's got other interests, and he's going to indulge and engage in those. He's got other passions, which I love seeing, and horses apparently one of his other passions for sure.
Watson, the pass to Brown. From the wing, it's hauled in by Jackson Davis. The Warriors trailing. Green finds Payton. Drives to the hoop. Pass to Jackson Davis. It's Curry outside, and no good that time. Denver's gone 4-6 from outside the arc tonight. Murray outside. Three-pointer. And the rebound goes to the Warriors. Curry's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Jokic with it. Now Payton defending. Watson for 3. Denver gets it back. Here's Gordon. And then Gordon with the dunk.
Well, you know what I like to say? Persistence pays. And with Gordon, he's the kind of guy who just does not rest on the glass.
Denver leading by 3. Pass to Murray. Here's Brown. 1:36 left to play here in the second quarter. No good. That's miss number 2 against 3 makes from the field. Curry kicks to Butler. Back to Curry. From past the arc. And again, no good by Golden State. Denver's got nothing but zeros from long range in the second quarter. 0 of 4. Now, here's Watson. Hasn't made one yet.
And Gordon's eyebrows go up when he sees an opportunity to drop the hammer. This guy is a phenomenal athlete who throws it down with some major force.
Curry outside. And it's Denver with the rebound. Jokic just got his 5th rebound in this one. 40 seconds left to play in the first half. Jokic gets it done right in front, in close.
Really hard to move Jokic off the blocks. He's tough down there.
Pass to Jackson Davis. Back to Curry. Outside Butler. Back to Curry. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And the Warriors miss again. Watson surveying the D. Gordon with a screen on Green. Inside. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. They get Stephen Curry. He's getting his first free throw attempt of the night right now.
At the line for the Nuggets, Aaron Gordon.
Gordon hits both of them. Gets it off. The shot misses. And we've reached halftime in this one. Denver on top as they end the second quarter. Thank you, David. We'll be back after halftime for the start of the second half momentarily. And happy you could join us. We've got 2 quarters left to go in regulation. Curry with a strong contribution so far in this one.
Man, he's been running wild on him through that first half. Absolute dynamite on offense.
And you know what? I'll be interested to see just how much he's got left in the tank. That first half had to take a lot out of him.
So with Butler sitting on the bench, here's the group that Steve Kerr has on the floor. Kuminga out there with Moody. Then it's Hield. Then there's Brandon Pajemski. And it's Post in at center. And Clark, on average, free throw attempts are down a fair bit in the last 20, 25 years.
Yeah, I mean, from a fan perspective, I think you compare a field goal to a couple of free throws. It's obvious, though, which is more entertaining to watch. You want to see guys score the ball in live action.
And a wide open look for Porter. And right away, they match it with a three-pointer of their own.
3 points.
That's a great response from Porter Jr. Taking those 3 points right back.
Pass to Post. Now Pajemski. Here's the 3. Saric grabs the board. To the paint. And that one goes out of bounds. It's touched by Porter. A moment now to hear from our sideline reporter, Hall of Famer David Aldridge. David,
Kevin, Michael Porter Jr. was the #1 ranked player in high school, but a back injury changed things. He said, "My potential may look different now, but as long as I can truly say with what I had, I gave it my all, that's all that success should be defined by." Kevin, he grounds himself in gratitude and the work he's put in.
Thanks, D.A. He is a worker and living the dream. Porter looking it over. A 3-ball. And that one is off.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
Mark, it has been quite a run for the Nuggets, hasn't it, who have made the playoffs every season since 2019.
And how about this, Kevin? They've only been lower than a 3 seed one time in that span. And that was because Murray missed the season due to injury. They are consistently tough.
Here's Podziemski, and the layup's good off the glass. Podziemski's got his first bucket of the night.
No defensive pressure at all. I mean, that's not going to get it done against him.
Here's Strother, and he goes in for the dunk.
Oh, what an amazing finish there. Just fearless. And when he attacks the rim, and it's as if the big fella wasn't even there.
Denver leading by 8. Just under 2.5 minutes into the third quarter now. Pass to Porter, shoots the 3, and DeAndre Jordan throws it down.
Well, I like how Jordan embraces his role on this team. I mean, it's all about rebounding and putbacks for him at the offensive end.
Podziemski on the wing. Here's Kuminga. Carries it from 3-point range. Kuminga's got his first 3 points of the game.
And he found the perfect spot behind the arc there. Big gap.
Outside Westbrook. And the dunk by Westbrook.
Westbrook has tremendous elevation for a guard. So athletic, and not only does he get high up in the air, he's strong while he's up there.
Stolen by Westbrook. And here we go with Westbrook running it up the court. And that one's good. Strother. Strother's got the lead up to 12 now for the Nuggets.
Great idea to pull up and take the transition 3 there. The D was in position to block his path to the hoop if he took it inside.
From deep. Good D by Westbrook.
Kevin, you can understand the shot selection. I mean, he wanted to go back at him and just came up short on the triple.
Saric outside. Pass to Porter. 5 to shoot. Jacks up a 3. The rebound by Hield.
And he has definitely been struggling in this quarter.
You know, guys, it seems to me as though he's over anxious. He seems to be pressing, trying too hard, moving too fast. Just needs to calm himself down and wait for good shots.
And guys, there are some you can give that shot to, but let's be clear, he's not one of them. Terrible job there by the D.
Here's Westbrook, and finished off by Westbrook.
Tell you what, that's pretty clever engineering by Westbrook in the pick and roll.
Hield outside. The 3. They get it back. Outside, Kuminga. Can't drop the tough 3-pointer. The Nuggets leading by 11. Porter with it. Here's Saric. And no luck with that time on the buzzer beater. And so it's the Denver Nuggets holding on to an 11-point cushion as we get ready to take a break. And they've... While we have the chance now, folks, let's go to our State Farm assist of the game.
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court vision.
Yeah, and with the accuracy to go along with that vision. I mean, he put the ball in the absolute perfect spot. That's how you orchestrate it.
And we reach the fourth quarter in a game that may be already out of hand. And Denver will start the fourth quarter with. Before in the 5, it's Gordon and Jokic. In at the guard spots, it's Murray and Brown. And it's Watson in at the 3 spot. Jokic with the screen on Payton. Gordon lays it up off the glass. Gordon's got the first field goal of the fourth quarter here for Denver.
Well, you've got to give Gordon the ball when he's down inside. I mean, he can really score it in there.
And there's the call. It's going to be an illegal screen.
Beyond the leanings, you can see his feet more set on that screen. Easy call.
Yeah, I agree. You know, sometimes that can be a tough call for the refs to make, but not that time. It was easy there.
Here's Murray up on top, covered by Payton. From deep, Jokic. And the rebound goes to the Warriors. Payton looking it over. Outside Curry. That's good. And it's Payton with the assist. Payton's got his third assist on the night.
Off a pass, Steph Curry. That one is always going in, or almost always going in.
Pass to Brown. Outside Gordon. The Nuggets need to get a shot off here. It's stolen by Green. Butler dishes to Curry. Back to Butler. This one for three. And Brown pulls it down. The Nuggets leading by 10. Gordon with a screen on Curry. Kicks it out to Gordon. Lets it go from deep. It's hauled in by Jackson Davis. Jackson Davis has got 4 rebounds now tonight. Knocks it loose. Jokic with the steal. Here's Brown. Guarded by Curry. Brown the pass to Watson. Drains it from beyond the arc. Watson's got the lead up to 13 now for the Nuggets. Breaking down some numbers here, the hustle stats for the Nuggets.
I like the fact that they've been very aggressive at the defensive end, tenacious. They're jumping passing lanes and coming away with a lot of steals.
And they've also not only created turnovers tonight, but converted on them. All game long, that strategy has been paying off.
Gordon finds Watson. Back to Gordon. 4 on the clock. Over Butler. And it's Gordon missing.
And not allowing the shooter even an inch of breathing room on that one.
And guys, that's exactly the kind of high-impact defense they want to see out of him. And this guy, to me, embodies determination. Small at his position, but he still gets up and keeps plays alive. That's mind over matter for sure.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the three. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
Butler goes in, and he gets the bucket.
Boy, if you want to stop Jimmy Butler, you got to bring all-out effort. This guy loves to compete.
Here's Brown. Here he goes. An easy 2 points on the layup. And the Nuggets lead by 8. Golden State's gotten off 4 3-pointers in the final quarter, and 2 of them have fallen. Curry can't get it to go. Denver's gotten just 1 of 4 3-pointers to go down for them here in the fourth.
Wow, what a pass there. He made that a very easy basket with that setup.
A 3. Jokic grabs the miss. And so it's Jokic with it. He brings it up for Denver. 13 points was their biggest lead in the game.
And now as the clock ticks down, this is going to end up as a solid victory here for Denver.
They made more foul shots, and that was the difference.
That was a big advantage. The other team was defending with their hands instead of moving their feet, and they handed them a lot of easy points at the line.
And guys, one of the steady and outstanding players putting in another impressive performance. It was a big-time outing for Jokic.
Boy, I liked how he mixed it up on the glass. Wasn't afraid to get in there and do the dirty work. Showed some real grit and toughness tonight.
And stolen by Gordon. It's 9 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. There's the triple. The Warriors pull it in.
I think it's safe to call this one a wrap.
Yep, I agree with you. Chalk it up. W in the bag.
Curry, that's good. Here's Brown. So the Nuggets win it. A truly gutsy performance away from home. Thank you for that, David. And that'll do it, folks. For David Aldridge, Greg Anthony, and Clark Gilliam.
Both these teams feature an impressive backcourt.
No question, B.A. And I get the sense that bragging rights are on the line here. Everything you can do, I can do better. Expect some exciting back-and-forth action in this one.
A look at the starting group here for Denver. Pairing up in the backcourt, Murray and Brown. Gordon and Jokic together in the middle. And it's Watson in at the 3. Now here's Bane. Morant looking for an opening. Driving inside. Pass to Jackson. Jackson outside. Bane with it. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Here's Edey. Beyond the arc. Nice start for him. Sinking his first shot.
And now the game is really starting to flow. We should be in for a good one.
Yeah, and it's important to get that first score quickly and establish your game.
Murray. Soft touch off the glass.
Yeah, keep attacking, Jamal Murray. Good things will happen.
Well, if you went into the lab and created the perfect wing, it might be Desmond Bane, coach.
Well, Brian, this guy's so strong. He can guard bigger guys, and his three-point numbers are crazy. Desmond Bane, well over a 40% three-point shooter for his career.
Now just over a minute played here in the first.
You can't run the alley-oop from much further out than that.
That was absolutely crazy. Murray passes to Jokic. Back to Murray. Pass to Watson. There's the triple. Memphis with a rebound. Outside Morant. He's in his comfort zone. 2 for 2 to start this one.
Morant not afraid to get in there and play big, showing his toughness in close.
Screen by Gordon. Murray from outside sends it home from three-point land. Murray's got 5 points.
Now you want to get him going as soon as possible. Great way for him to start this game.
Yeah, and I'll tell you what, if he gets into a good rhythm early, watch out.
It's Jokic, high post. And there's the drive.
So crafty on these takes to the rim. Jokic senses when he should just look to drive.
Outside Morant. Morant with the slam!
Oh, putting on a show for the fans. Morant's skills making it look like a circus in here.
Murray passes to Gordon. Pass to Brown. Over Bane. The shot by Brown, no good. And so it's Morant who brings up the ball for the Grizzlies. Stan, we know Jokic is one of the best passers this game has ever seen at any position, but his teammates will dish it as well.
Yeah, the Nuggets, by and large, are very unselfish. It's part of their culture. They only bring in guys who are willing to sacrifice for the team's sake.
Now here's Morant. He's got 6. Misses from short range.
And the shooter had very little space on that attempt.
There's no air space there whatsoever. That's as close as you can get without foul.
Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with Allie LaForce.
Grizzlies great Marc Gasol last season retiring from basketball. He embraced the city of Memphis. He said, quote, "I think a player has to feel that it's their city and they have to fight for it. You play with a different mindset when you do that. To me, winning was the most important thing."
And they did a lot of winning, Allie. And he drives in. And it's Denver with a rebound. Oh, there's the alley. Jokic passes to Watson. Jokic with a screen on Jackson. And it's Watson missing. The Grizzlies have gone 4 of 7, shooting a solid percentage.
Just a load to deal with inside. When Jackson Jr. goes up strong, he puts the defense in difficult situations.
And how about Jaren Jackson Jr., another second-generation player that we have here in the NBA?
Yeah, Brian, and his dad was a winner at every level. He was a high school champion, had the #1 team in college, and of course was part of a championship team with the Spurs.
Murray. And it's Murray finishing it off.
Oh, explosive move. Sometimes Murray doesn't get enough credit for his athleticism.
Outside Morant. The 3-ball. Gordon pulls it in. Denver has gone 1 of 2 from three-point land so far. To the middle. And now we have an intentional foul. I'm not sure why.
Yeah, bizarre play, B.A. Not sure what got into him. I mean, I'm just not sure what he was thinking right there. I mean, he needs to get his head in the game.
That one misses, so he goes 1 for 2. Fires from deep. Pure from three-point range.
3 points.
It's all knotted up.
Well, he can beat you in a lot of ways. Very challenging to defend.
Come on now, guys. That's flat out insane.
Hey, when's the last time you saw a jam like that? Ja Morant, he's feeling it tonight and has been the driving force for Memphis. 8 points in the... And we hope you're enjoying the game. Both teams tonight keeping things pretty even on the scoreboard so far. And a chance for a moment to check out the scoring breakdown for the Grizzlies.
Well, they're in a great flow. The ball's moving. All those assisted buckets means the offense is running well.
Another area they've excelled in is the points in the paint. They've been able to gouge the interior defense so far in this one.
On the floor for Denver, getting going in the second. Gordon and Jokic together in the middle. Pairing up in the backcourt, Murray and Brown. And it's Watson in at the small forward position.
And tearing them to shreds tonight. You know, when a player as versatile as Morant starts going on, look out.
Pass to Brown. Takes the 3, bearing his second of 3 attempts.
Their guards have carried the offensive load. With the way they perform, they've got the green light to shoot whenever there's an opening.
Here's Morant. Morant taking no chances on the flush.
And you know you're always going to see some highlights when Morant is on the court. I mean, he loves to use that incredible 44-inch vertical.
Well, if you're going to let him get that close to the rim, that's what's going to happen. Leaving no room for error with the slam.
I'll tell you, those finishes are always extra special when they come from your point guard.
Oh, forget about his passing. Can we see more dunking?
Wow, that is an impressive vertical for a point guard. My goodness.
Recently, player health has been the big talking point around the Memphis Grizzlies stand.
Yeah, B.A., look, and it's really a shame to have such a talented, dynamic team have to deal with all those constant what-ifs and have their seasons so affected by things outside of their control. It's tough.
Jokic with a screen on Morant. And it's Murray finishing it off.
I call Jamal Murray a scoring guard. He's on this team to provide points, and he's certainly doing that tonight.
And here's Morant outside. Knocks it down from distance. Morant's got 21 points in the game.
Well, they have to be thrilled with how reliable he's been tonight.
And a little under 2.5 minutes gone by here in the second quarter. Here's Brown, defended by Jackson. Murray against Morant. The 3. The rebound by Edey. Grizzlies lead by 4. Left side Morant. From deep, Bain. The rebound by Murray. The Nuggets have gotten 5 of their first 6 attempts to fall in the second.
And once Gordon spots an open guy, he immediately moves the ball. Just well-coached offense right there.
Here's Morant. Rebound by the Nuggets.
Yeah, he might want to avoid looking over at the bench for a little bit here. A missed dunk like that is infuriating to a coach.
The value of good ball movement isn't lost on this squad.
And a little under 3.5 minutes elapsed here in the second quarter. Here's Brown. He's got 9. Outside Watson. Screen by Gordon. A nice shot by Watson. Now it's a 3-point Denver lead.
And once more this half, they find a way to get great position inside.
Here's Morant. Oh, Morant from close range.
The coach loves seeing chances from that range. Work that inside area.
Gordon with a screen on Morant. Out to Gordon. There's 48 seconds left in the second quarter.
Whoa, Aaron Gordon looking like he's in a slam dunk contest right there.
Outside Morant. Pass to Bain. And a great assist by Morant as that one goes.
Getting better at reading defenses. You see Morant's willingness to give up the ball to his teammates.
Morant against Murray. And here's Jokic. Back to Murray. Gordon outside. Jokic the screen. And Gordon with the big finish.
Oh, man, he got fancy with that finish.
He may be trying to provide the spark they need to break this one open. Here's Jackson, and the dunk by Jackson.
Just such a terrific dunker.
Man, born to fly, that's for sure. And the first half comes to an end. We've got a close game going here. It's Denver up 1. And time now for the halftime break, with the third quarter soon to follow on 2K Sports.
Please direct your attention to center court. And get ready for the fan half-court shot. Give me a beat. They're thinking about the shot.
Second half of basketball is upon us, and we may be in for an exciting finish based on how close of a game we've seen so far. Oh, a fantastic game from Ja Morant in this one.
His whole first half looked like a highlight reel, rising up and just owning the rim.
Well, they've got to build a wall immediately because he'll just keep attacking like that if they don't.
We've got Luke Kennard, and it's Wells in at the 3 slot. That's the lineup in the game for Memphis. And here comes the coach's challenge. He disagrees with the foul. He does not hesitate to ask for a second look. It's a pretty heated game. Every call matters.
First team foul. At the line for 1.
Still disputed, even after the video review.
There's no doubt there's going to be a gray area in a lot of these calls. But at least we have the option to take a second look, so the officials can be sure they get it right. And they've made their decision. The call will stand.
And as much as it hurts to lose a challenge, I think Coach would challenge that call again if he could. He really disagreed with the foul, and he's still peeved.
Grant, the Denver Nuggets have been on quite the run here in this window of time.
Yeah, B.A., it's all working for Denver in recent years. This is a well-constructed team that they play as a unit, and it makes it so difficult to try to get the best of them.
Oh, it's stolen. Pass to Huff. Rebounded by Denver. Outside Porter. Three-pointer off the mark. Memphis leading. Now here's Kennard. And again, Memphis no good.
I'm sure he'd like to have that back. That's a missed opportunity.
And rejected. And that goes out of bounds. Last touch by Saric. Here in this third quarter, just over a minute played. Here's Pippen. No made baskets yet. Here's Huff. Three-pointer, no good. And so it's Westbrook who will bring it up for Denver. 2-point game. Saric finds Westbrook. Huff pulls it in. For For Memphis, they've gotten only 1 of 4 shots to fall in the second half. Back to Kennard. Inside. Pippen, pass to Kennard. Clark with the screen. Kennard into the lane. Oh, Clark with the slam.
Impressive one-hand slam right there, B.A.
Man, as long as he's confident about it, I'm good with it. Maybe use 2 hands next time. He knows where he is. Here's Westbrook. Oh, and makes it with the kiss. Westbrook's got his first points of the game.
Oh, unlimited energy. That's what Westbrook brings. No problems bouncing off contact.
Kennard outside. And the layup is good off the glass. Kennard's got 5 points now this quarter.
The defense couldn't collapse quickly enough.
Westbrook taking his time here. A little over 2.5 minutes off the clock in this final half of play. Count it, good. Westbrook's got his second basket of the game.
That's the area of the floor where Westbrook's efficiency scoring the ball is fantastic.
Kennard outside to the paint. And he got the whistle on the way up, so he'll be headed to the line for a pair. After 3 straight playoff appearances, the Grizzlies sadly missed the postseason in 2024.
You know, really by no fault of their own, B.A. Injuries ruined what fans were hoping would be a big year for them. You know, it just goes to show there's no safe bets in this league.
Quarter a screen. 1:50 left to play in the third. To the inside. And there's Jordan on the assist by Porter.
Not afraid at all to get physical. Jordan finds the shot. So essential for a big to be able to work through contact.
Kennard against Jordan. Back to Kennard. 5 on the clock. And he banks in the layup. Kennard's got 7 points in the game.
Well, credit the screen there, springing him loose for the finish.
Westbrook into the lane. Pass to Jordan. It's intercepted. And now the Grizzlies on the run. And that one's good. And now a 6-point Memphis lead.
When you get a chance to run the floor like that, you have to capitalize. Great hustle on that play.
Porter in the post. There's 45 seconds left in the third quarter of the game. Lets it go. And again, it's Denver converting.
The quickness of Porter Jr.'s drive gives him the edge there. Defenses just can't react fast enough.
Here's Pippen. Down low. Here's Clark. Basket counts. 6 points for him.
Nice pass inside, making things easy for him now.
7-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Here's Westbrook. And finished off by Westbrook.
Just an elite decision maker. Westbrook makes strong reads in the pick and roll.
Here's Pippen, pounded by Westbrook. Pass to Pippen. Inside. Ooh, stolen by Westbrook. No luck on that one. And offensively, a great show for the fans through the first 3 quarters. It's been a fun game to watch. Memphis. And let's take this opportunity to show you our State Farm assist of the game.
And I'll tell you what, this was a no-brainer tonight. Take a look at the precision on this feed. Couldn't place it any better.
Yeah, that's high-level playmaking. He makes it look easy, but it's not.
Man, I know I speak for all of us when I say I can't wait to see what kind of finish awaits us here in the fourth quarter. And Denver, looking at who they've got to start the fourth. They've got Dario Saric. He's out there with Michael Porter Jr. Russell Westbrook out there with DeAndre Jordan. And it's Strother in at the shooting guard position. A line change here for Memphis for the Nuggets.
Substitution on the court.
Morant with it. He's against Watson. Jackson surveying the D. The ball's knocked loose. Gordon with a steal. Here we go, one-on-one. Murray from outside. Buries it from 3.
You have to watch Murray closely at the perimeter. He won't hesitate to flex his range.
Outside Morant. Pass to Jackson. Lets the 3 fly. Nails it from 3. Jackson's got himself going here. His first points of the game on the deep ball. Morant against Murray. The teardrop. And it's good on the lay-in.
What touch by Murray. Such a skilled scorer.
And so it's Morant who brings up the ball for the Grizzlies. The lead is 2. Ja steps on the gas, and the shot goes in. Morant's got 25 points in the game.
Well, if you came here looking for a scoring battle, I think you made the right choice.
Yeah, and how great have these offenses been for these teams tonight? Just fantastic execution.
Boy, that foul looked intentional. Not exactly what you'd expect here.
Yeah, no, it just doesn't make sense given the situation.
Jackson down low. Pass to Edey. 6 to shoot. Back to Jackson. And again, it's Memphis with a 3.
And that's on the defense, giving him a decent look. That's his shot.
Outside Murray. Going inside. Jokic with it. That one rolls around and rims out.
Won't see him miss that one too many times.
Yeah, it was a great look. Sometimes they don't fall. You've just got to keep taking great shots.
Outside Morant. And he drops in the layup off the glass. And now it's a 9-point Grizzly lead.
They're simply not missing. Unreal.
Well, as a coach, this is when you enjoy what you're watching. Your team playing well and everything just flowing.
A nice shot by Watson.
Well, that's what you're looking for. Shots from point-blank range.
Morant with it. He's against Watson. Jackson, pass to Morant. Circus shot, John Morant.
Unbelievable shooting down the stretch has them sitting pretty.
Murray against Morant. Gordon outside. Well, if you're just tuning in, welcome. We've played about 3.5 minutes into the fourth quarter here. Right side Bain. Back to Morant. There's the screen. Here's the 3. It's hauled in by Nikola Jokic. Nuggets trail by 9. And there's Murray. That one's good. On the assist by Jokic. Murray's got 7 now in this quarter. Memphis has gone 4 of 8 from 3. A nice percentage. Here's Bain. Again, the Grizzlies. Good for 2 more. The Nuggets running out of time. And here's Gordon from the arc. The Grizzlies pull it in. Outside Morant. Pass to Edey. 52 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Back to Morant. Just 5 on the clock. A chance to extend the lead to double digits, but it's no good. Bain against Murray. And Jokic throws it down.
With all the attention that Murray gets, smart by Jamal to dish it on that play.
Outside Morant. There's 21 seconds left to play in the fourth. Fades away. That shot is off. Grizzlies take the win. This one was in the balance right until the final seconds.
NBA, they showed their character when it mattered.
But eventually, I'll get there.
I'm a tiger on the loose, I'm a menace in the booth, I'm the medicine you're afraid to take. I'm the gasoline and nut and the devil in your gut that you're fighting just to keep it fake. Kinda like the view with the dice and me, top down with the rims and gold. So baby, pour me a drink, I'm gonna let out the freak, be back in the beer still.
sports fan. And now the Golden State Warriors starters. They've got Gary Payton II. Draymond Green is out there with Jimmy Butler. Then it's Curry. And it's Post in at center. And for Memphis, Morant is the point with Bane out on the wing. Jackson is out there with Edey. And it's Jackson in at the small forward position. And it's the Warriors' ball. It's an odd stat, but what I'm going to throw out there anyway, the Memphis Grizzlies set an NBA record last season for players used in a season.
Kevin, this isn't football, right? They had 33 different guys suited up last season. That tells you how difficult it was. Constant change, hard to build chemistry, and let's face it, hard to win games.
Now here's Morant. Outside Jackson. 5 on the clock. Pass to Edey. Sinks the triple.
And they don't want to get in a habit of giving him open looks from 3. First quarter still, but not who you want to leave open.
Morant against Curry. Payton attacking. Look at that.
It feels like Steph doesn't even have to look. He just knows where his teammates are.
Memphis has gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. To the inside.
Really crisp, intelligent passing to make that basket possible.
The Warriors have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far. Payton dishes to Curry. That's in, coming off an assist from Payton.
Curry is just lethal from outside.
The Grizzlies have gone 2 of 3 here to start out the game. Now here's Morant. And Morant mows it down.
And credit the screen for giving him the space he needed to get to the rim.
For sure, GA allows him to come in with the sledgehammer.
Yeah, why have you settle for the layup when you can attack the rim and rise up like that?
And with an update from the sideline, let's check in with David Aldridge.
Thank you, Kevin. Well, I caught up with the Grizzlies head coach. We talked about the respect he has for Jimmy Butler and everything that Jimmy Buckets brings to the table. He told me Butler's special. He impacts the game with the ball, without the ball, and with his defense. But he said as much of a challenge as Butler presents, we'll be ready. Guys?
Thanks so much, David. And the Warriors with possession here. Grizzlies making the shot. Butler kicks to Curry. His second shot goes in, off to a good start, 2 for 2.
Well, he can score from the perimeter, but Steph also knows how to execute inside.
With so many years in the NBA, you would think Curry would slow down, wouldn't you, Brent? But he remains at the very top of his game.
I think the best part about what we're seeing with Steph right now, Kevin, is his competitive will. You get to this age, you get to this stage after accomplishing all the things that Steph has done, and it's still not enough. So let's keep enjoying him while we can.
Going inside. Greg, with how explosive Ja Morant is, he has certainly taken his fair share of awkward falls.
And that's what worries you with guys like that. He's already had a number of injuries in his young career, but we all just want to see him at full health.
Curry against Morant. Curry attacking, and the rejection by Jackson. Memphis moving it around. Edey can't hit. Warriors trail by 8. They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
Curry with a wide open look. Drains the three-pointer. Curry's got 8 points.
It doesn't matter if it's off the bounce or off the catch. Curry never loses rhythm on his jump shot.
Morant kicks to Bane. Morant against Payton.
Ball entered from below the basket. Warriors ball.
Golden State's gone 2 or 3 from deep so far in this game. Here's Curry. They kick it out to Green. Pass to Payton. Back to Green. On the wing, Payton. Misses the 3.
He's not the guy that you want to give a wide open look from three-point range. They're lucky that that one doesn't cost them.
This is how athletic Morant is, a point guard who possesses incredible athleticism.
Here's Curry, following the score by Memphis. Good on the triple.
That's just tremendous scoring instinct. So fun to watch him work in the half court.
There's a 4-second difference from the shot clock to the game clock, and that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
Absolutely fearless. Morant willing to put his body on the line in order to make plays.
And that's good as he hits both of his shots. We've got 22 seconds left in the first quarter. Here's Curry. Outside, Green. Pass to Payton. Here's Post. Payton left side, driving the lane, fires the three. That shot off the mark. And so it's Memphis with a 6-point lead at the end of the quarter. They're playing a bruised. And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter of action so far. And taking a look at the Grizzlies' performance here, guys, what have they been doing or not doing?
Yeah, in that first period, they looked to push in transition at every opportunity.
It felt like they knew that there were openings in transition and just wanted to keep trying to feed that, get out quick.
Setting the floor for the Warriors. Green is out there with Jimmy Butler. Then there's Gary Payton the second. Then there's Stephen Curry. And it's Post in at the 5, roaming the paint.
And Curry's found his groove out there, and that's a scary thought.
Memphis leading. It seems likely that the Warriors' title run under Steph Curry, Brent, has probably come to a close.
I'm not going to count Steph Curry out quite yet, Kevin, but you know they have added some quality youngsters. They're trying to grow that group. How fast can they bring those kids along to championship caliber players? That's the big question. They're going to win their share of games.
And while we've got a moment, let's send it over to our terrific reporter, David Aldridge. David?
Kevin, thanks. Ja Morant was the first NBA guard in a quarter century to lead the league in points in the paint. He says, I can't just rely on dunking every single play, so I need different types of finishes to get my shot off, whether it's high off the glass, reverse, or hanging in the air forever. And Kevin just says it so casually. Back to you.
I know it. But look, David, he doesn't do it casually, right? He is a one-man circus. And that one drops for him.
And one thing about Draymond, he almost invites contact.
And here's Morant. He'll bring it up for the Memphis Grizzlies. Lets the three fly. It's rebounded by Golden State. Payton passes to Green. Oh, and he pops it off the glass. Wow. Outside Jackson. Here's Edey. 10 points for him. Comes up empty down low. Butler kicks to Curry. And here in the second quarter of action with a hair under 2.5 minutes played so far.
You know, every coach should show players game tape of how he just boxed out right there. Great job with the footwork and using his body to step to the rebound.
Morant's with the bucket. You know, it used to be teams hoarded their cap space to make a big splash in free agency. But, Brent, why is that less common now?
Well, really, the mechanisms for you to retain and maintain your star power has gotten easier for teams as they have gone out for big extensions to make sure that their star is shining brightest. Man, way over the defenses. Jimmy Butler gets some airtime.
Morant outside. Bain sets the screen for Morant. Count the basket. Morant's got 4 points this quarter.
Morant using that quickness to his advantage. That time he gets that one to fall.
Morant against Curry. Swiped it away. And it's Memphis on the break. It's stolen by Green. And here they come. The shot by Butler, nobody around. Drains the wing trade. Butler's got 5.
Nice to see Butler drain the 3-ball. This really opens up the rest of his game.
To the middle, here's Edie, and that one is stuffed right through.
And some hang time on the rim. Puts a little cherry on the top of that slam.
Well, those kind of displays of strength can get one team rolling.
And obviously his momentum from the last game has carried over here tonight.
And the coach pretty smart for zoning in on him and giving him opportunities to stay with that confident play.
Now here's Morant. 14 points for him. Jackson in the corner. 4 on the shot clock. And it's blocked. One-on-one here. And Green slams it in.
Man, is Draymond Green out there playing with a watch? What timing on that alley-oop?
Memphis trailing here. It's a 4-second differential between the shot clock and game clock. Now here's Morant for 3. And the 3-ball is good. He's got 17.
Now that's a high percentage look when the D doesn't fight over the screen.
And the coach over there just asking for one simple thing, and that's some effort. Got burned on that one.
3-pointer, Butler, rebounded by Jackson. Now Morant. And the last second attempt does not go in for him. And that's it for the first half of action in what's been a very close game here. Grizzlies lead by 2. All right, Dave, thank you. And time now for the halftime break with the third quarter soon to follow. Right here on 2K Sports. And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during the half. Curry has been sensational.
Yeah, and through the first 2 quarters, he has been the offense for this team.
Yeah, he's shouldering the load right now and looking really comfortable while he's doing it.
We've got Brandon Clark, Luke Kennard out there with Pippen. Then there's Wells, and it's Huff in at the 5. That's the lineup in the game for Memphis. Memphis has gone 3 of 5 from beyond the arc so far tonight. Clark, the pass to Wells. Kennard on the wing. No good on the triple. The Warriors trail. Hield with it. Inside. Kuminga kicks to Hield. Here's Moody. Sinks the 3-pointer. Moody's got the lead up to 1 now for the Warriors.
Yeah, even though Hield can pull up from anywhere, you love that he's always looking to find a shot for his teammate.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
And the Warriors making a change here. Jackson Davis is checked in. Pippen down low. Covered by Hield. Pass to Huff. And they call the foul, so he's got the and 1 chance here to make it a 3-point play.
Important points there. Got him on a nice play, getting the ball inside and right to the bucket.
All right, Brent, quick. First thing that comes to your mind when you think of Jonathan Kuminga.
Physicality, Kevin. I mean, this guy is so dominant athletically that Jonathan Kuminga is a presence out on the floor. If he continues to put himself in the situations where he can put his body on guys and play fearlessly, his game is going to continue to grow.
Kuminga against Clark. Pass to Moody. Back to Kuminga. Here's Pajemski. 3-pointer. It's Clark with the rebound. And for Memphis, their shooting has been brilliant in this game. 67% for the floor. Clark, a screen on Hield. To the paint. And it's Clark slamming it down.
Quick off the floor and powerful. Clark loves to attack that rim. Pass
to Jackson Davis. Here's Pajemski. Kennard covering. Kuminga the pass to Moody. Golden State needs to get off a shot. Hield can't hit.
Well, he's a guy that count on to produce from the mid-range. He doesn't miss too many open looks from there.
Pippen finds Clark. Outside for Pippen. Clark sets a screen for Pippen. Memphis needs to get off a shot here. Offensive rebound. The second effort. Clark the pass to Huff. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Huff's got his second basket of the game.
Like the pass from Clark there, showing he can be a piece of the puzzle.
And let's head over to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Kevin, the Grizzlies retired Marc Gasol's number 33 last season. You may recall he moved to Memphis in his teens, watching his older brother Powell play for the Grizz. Mark said, "I had a very unique perspective, that of a fan. When I came back as a Grizzlies player, I carried that with me." Kevin, that pride certainly showed.
Pride's a great word to use. No question, D.A. Thank you. Pajemski's shot is good.
And no matter what they've tried, the D just has not been able to deny them the ball inside.
Clark a screen on Hield. Pippen the pass to Clark. The shot's good. And the Grizzlies lead by 2.
That play never gets old. The pick and roll will still be an offensive staple 100 years from now. Trust me.
Jackson Davis in the corner. They set the pick. They kick out to Hield. Pass to Pajemski. And no good. Had a chance to take the lead there. And so it's Pippen with it. He brings it up for Memphis. To the inside. Clark. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. That one is on Hield.
Easy to appreciate the physicality that Clark plays with. This is what earns him those calls.
And the Warriors with a completely new 5 on the floor. And he ends up missing both free throws. Curry against Morant. Second chance shot. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
And there's no doubt Morant near the top of the list of elite scorers in this league.
Good on the second free throw. And here is Curry. He's got 20. Butler sets a screen for Curry. Pass to Butler. The 3. That one doesn't go. It's still anybody's game as we've reached the end of 3. Memphis out in front. They lead by 3. And a moment now as we take a look at our State Farm assists of the game.
And he's always been the favorite to bag this honor. These kind of feeds are his bread and butter.
Doesn't happen with every point guard in the league as far as setting your teammates up. Lots more scorers now, but right there creating the scoring opportunity for his teammates.
And with 3 quarters behind us, we start the 4th quarter, what is still anybody's ball game. On the court for Golden State here in the 4th. Stephen Curry's out there with Peyton. Then there's Jimmy Butler. Then there's Draymond Green. And it's Post in at the center, locking down the middle.
High-level passer, even for a point guard. Morant shows the imagination.
Stolen by Jackson. Down low, and stolen by Butler. And oh, here we go with Green. Nobody down. Sweet move, and the layup is up and in. 6 points for Draymond Green.
Draymond Green making a good call that time in the open court.
Morant against Payton. Bain with the screen on Payton. Morant kicks to Bain. No good from outside. Warriors trail by 3, and now running it up the court. Green pushing it all the way. Payton looking around. It's Curry outside. That's in, coming off an assist from Payton. Curry's got 26.
It's been this way since halftime. Tremendous production from beyond the arc.
But pretty infectious right here. Guys in good spirits and percentages from downtown on the rise in the second half.
Inside, here's Edey. And the layup is good. Edey's got 7 now in this quarter.
And that's about the worst defense I can imagine a team playing coming down the stretch.
Well, I hope there's one player on that team out there that has interest in winning this game. Right now, it doesn't look to be one.
In the corner, it's Payne. Back to Morant. Pass to Edey. And the layup is good after a nice lead pass. And now a 4-point Grizzly lead.
Well, Morant's acrobatics often get the attention, but his passing is also elite.
Here's Edey, defended by Butler. The kick out to Payne. The rebound by Post. Post has got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Butler on the move. And the foul is called. He intentionally grabbed him there for some reason. I don't know.
Kevin, all I can think of is that he's trying to slow the game down a little bit. That's a stretch, though. Definitely a strange move on his part.
Jaren Jackson. He's checked in for Clark. Payne passes to Morant. Pass to Jackson. Knocked away. To the middle. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
Second personal foul.
And it goes on Draymond Green.
And this is where Jackson feasts. And at times, he's just too overwhelming for the D, which results in the foul.
On its way from Curry for 2. Off the left rim and out. And the Grizzlies leading by 5. Payne passes to Jackson. And Jackson throws it down hard.
And the flush from Jackson Jr. Great wingspan, and at 6'11", he's got a little nasty in him.
Curry against Morant. Up top, Curry. Butler in the corner. Looking to end the run. And the Warriors miss again.
Not quite enough defense. That time around, just lucky he was off.
Payne against Curry. Loads it up there for Morant. It's taken away by Payton.
This is a do-or-die possession. They have got to get points.
Now, you can't make any mistakes right here if you want to keep hope alive. Their execution has to be precise.
Fearless. Draymond Green gets it done in the moment.
5 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Curry can't get it to go.
Well, after an impressive first half, he's just not been able to get the room or get anything going here in the second.
Now here's Morant. So a close game sees Memphis take this one. It was a fantastic ball game, and they did a great job making sure it didn't get away from them late.
Yeah, I mean, they faced some challenges, but really held firm when they needed to. On both ends, just effective in terms of coming away with this win.
All right, David, thank you. Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. For Greg
Not your average regular season game. These teams are fierce rivals.
Oh, yes, they are, B.A. I love playing in these type of games. I mean, the fans are extra loud. The players are fired up. This will be fun.
The starters for the Golden State Warriors. Butler out there with Draymond Green. Then there's Stephen Curry. Then it's Moses Moody. And it's Payton in at the two-guard spot. Now here's Curry. Curry, a screen on Murray. Payton passes to Curry. Outside Moody. Shot clock at 5. The steal. Up top, Gordon. Butler covering. Here's Brown. Off target with the open look.
And the defense got away with one there. I mean, that's a shot he typically makes.
Gordon with a steal. And here we go. The Nuggets on the fast break. From downtown. And it's cleared by Stephen Curry. And Curry's got the ball here for Golden State. It's a three-point game. Launches it. And he buries his first look.
Yeah, most of the time you assume Curry's three ball is falling. That's how good he is.
Well, Richard, with the relocations and the floor he covers, Curry is still an anomaly with his conditioning.
No, he's got an off-season program that would make other NBA stars tap out, including myself. His conditioning is amongst the best of all time. It wears on you as a defender.
Curry's shot is off. For Denver, they've gone just 2 for 4 from the floor. Murray passes to Jokic. Back to Murray. Jokic with a screen on Payton. Pass to Watson. Here's Jokic. Warriors with the rebound. Payton up top, defended by Watson. That won't go either for Curry. Denver has gone 2 for 4 from range to start things off. Back to Murray. Here's Brown. Jacks up a 3. Hauled in by Curry. The Warriors have gone 1 for 3 so far. They set the pick. Moody from outside. It's hauled in by Nikola Jokic. Here's Brown. The shot is good on the assist by Jokic.
There was a time you could get yelled at for taking a 3 like that, but now it's a great decision, and it paid off.
And let's swing it over to the sideline and hear from Allie.
Brian, the Warriors play a unique style predicated on passing. And cutting off the ball. Stephen Curry said the main goal is to just force the defense to make as many decisions as he can. So with all that ball movement and body movement, they're going to mess up at some point. Brian?
Well, it helps having a weapon like Stephen Curry. Thanks, Allie.
2 minutes remaining in the first.
Curry looking it over. And again, it's the Warriors missing.
This has not been his best quarter.
Yeah, he needs to mix things up on the offense. He simply just can't keep missing shots at this rate because he's destroying his teammates.
Now here's Curry. Hits the trifecta.
Stephen Curry.
Curry's got 6 points.
Defensively, you have to stay connected to him on the perimeter.
Denver leading by 3. Just over 3.5 minutes gone here in the first. Pass to Jokic. The 3 is up. Sinks the tray.
Man, this is just fun. These teams are trading threes back and forth.
This is today's NBA. Hey, we see this kind of exchange more often than not.
And when you look back at the 2023 draft, the Warriors got great value out of their picks.
Yeah, I mean, they got Bajemski with the 19th pick, a versatile player who impacts the game at both ends. They also got Trace Jackson-Davis late in the second round. And he is a fundamentally sound big man with great upside.
That's a guy you want taking shots, a quality offensive player.
The 3 from Curry. Curry with another miss.
Good job by the D to stay with him and make that a tough 3.
Gordon, the pass to Murray. 34 seconds left in the first quarter. 2 open that time. Made it look easy. Give him 8 points now.
So far, they're owning both ends of the floor. We'll see if they can keep this going.
They came out and bum rushed them. Huge difference in activity level from both teams tonight.
Here's Brown. Pass to Jokic from outside the arc. Drains it. Now he's 3 for 5.
They've really built this lead on the back of their perimeter game.
We'll see if they can keep this pace. Not sure they can win it by relying on just the 3.
Now here's Gordon. The 3 is up. And so it's the Denver Nuggets in a good situation, up by 13 points to close the... And if you're just tuning in, we've got a wide margin on the scoreboard, but plenty of time left for a comeback. All right, guys, what do you think about the offensive approach we've seen so far for the Nuggets?
Well, so far, their long-range shooting has been the story, doing damage from deep.
And I just love playing on teams like this, passing teams. You can tell they really like playing with each other, and hopefully they keep this up.
On the floor for the Warriors, Gary Payton II is out there with Stephen Curry. Then it's Moses Moody, then it's Green, and it's Butler in at the four-man position. And here's Gordon from the arc. The Warriors pull it in. Outside Curry. From deep. Nikola Jokic grabs the miss. Jokic just got his 8th rebound here tonight. And while Nikola Jokic has lots of years left in this league, he's already an all-time great, Graham.
You know, B.A., not many guys have won multiple MVPs and a title. But Jokic has already accomplished so much. And with his size and skill set, Jokic can be elite for a long time and add to that impressive resume.
Denver leading by 10. Gordon outside. Pass to Jokic. Payton with a steal. Right side, Butler. Let's go with a 3. Curry's shot is off.
It's clear he's totally out of sync. The team needs to rethink its strategy around what to do with him.
Here's Brown. Hauled in by Curry.
I'm trying to think of the last time I saw him miss a shot like that. It's been a while.
And the call is going to be, yes, on an illegal screen.
The screener was leaning a bit right there. His feet may not have been planted. Pretty obvious call by the officials.
Look, guys get away with this all the time, but on this occasion, he got caught.
Gordon with a screen on Payton. Murray passes to Watson. Puts up a deep 3. And the rebound goes to the Warriors.
He had more than enough room to hit that. Just couldn't make it happen.
Payton, no good. And it's Murray with the ball for the Nuggets. In the second quarter, held scoreless. To win the drought. That one drops for him. Murray's got 10.
It presents all sorts of problems when Murray's mid-range game is working. It gets the D scrambling. They got to get a body on him everywhere he goes.
Drills it from deep. Well, Grant, we know non-shooting big men can clog the paint. But if they know where to move off the ball, that certainly helps.
Yeah, you know, big men who know those circle actions, like flashing to the open spot when their man gives help, they often end up with easy looks inside. And just not letting up at all. I mean, you have to love this approach. You want to get the ball to the guys who make plays.
This is when good players really get after it. He can sense that they're reeling, and he's going to put his foot on the pedal.
Pass to Gordon. 1:49 left in the half. Takes it inside. The rebound by Moody.
Why? Just why? Come on, man. Save that one for practice.
He drops it from range.
Defensively, got to close out a little faster. That's a look he'll make with regularity.
Here's Brown. It falls. He's now 2 of 5 from the field.
And trust me, when the D's slow to react, he'll be the first guy to make them pay.
Yeah, they got to do a much better job of putting a little bit of pressure on him on his way to the hoop.
Curry finds Payton. Outside Curry. Fires the 3. And the Warriors with another 3.
Yeah, he's in his bag from beyond the arc right now. You see his confidence.
And, of course, it helps space the floor, which gives this offense more room to operate.
Here's Murray. Hey, he's now 6 for 6. He is cooking right now.
Yeah, nice play by Murray. A big guard who is unafraid to mix it up inside.
Curry, that's good.
3.
Denver leading by 6. Murray with it. Now guarded by Butler. 35 seconds left in the first half. Here's Gordon. And the foul is called. And they've stopped the action here. They're using their coach's challenge to see if they can get this foul overturned.
Team foul. At the line for Denver, Aaron Gordon. 2 shots.
The NBA was smart to adopt this challenge policy in 2019.
You know, one thing this does for a coach is let his players know he's got their back. If they're adamant that the call was wrong, he'll back them up and make the refs take another look. And they've made their decision. The call will stand.
And as much as it hurts to lose a challenge, I think Coach would challenge that call again if he could. He really disagreed with the foul, and he's still peeved.
First one falls for him.
And talking about Gordon, just a freak athlete and ferocious dunker, a valuable role player on this team.
Warriors trail by 8. 6 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Curry passes to Moody. Takes a 3. Stephen Curry again from deep. Curry's got 24 points.
And his fantastic performance from the last game has carried over to tonight.
He's just riding the wave of momentum right now, getting to his spots and keeping things simple on the offensive side.
Jokic with it. Puts up a 3. And that's not going to go. Misses at the buzzer. And so a close game as we wrap up the first half of play. The Nuggets on top. They're up by 5.
24.
And join us right back here after the break for the start of the second half.
Attention to center court. And get ready for the fan half-court shot. Drums, please. They're measuring up the shot.
And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. Stephen Curry having a dominant impact in this game.
They've leaned on him to provide a lot of offense, and that's how he likes it.
He always wants to be a go-to guy for them. I'm sure he'll be calling for the ball even more in this half.
DeAndre Jordan is out there with Dario Saric. Then there's Russell Westbrook. Then it's Michael Porter. And it's Strother in at the 2. That's the group in the game for the Nuggets. Saric a screen. Westbrook, the pass to Saric. And that one comes off the assist by Westbrook. And the Nuggets lead by 7.
Love how selfless he is setting brick screens like this. Plays like that right there are what help create easy scoring opportunities.
Outside Pajemski. Healed for 3. That shot, no good. Well, the defender's stopping the developing fast break. That looks like a transition take foul. He's getting his first free throw attempt of the game here. That's good from Porter. The Nuggets lead by 8. Here's Westbrook. Launches a 3. They get it back. Jordan, the pass to Westbrook. Clock at 6. And he's going to the line for 2. The official saw contact while he was going up.
The hustle and intensity that Westbrook brings to this team can be infectious.
He's off on the first. Good on the second one. Warriors trail by 9. Healed for 3. And again, no good by Golden State.
Just terrible defense. I don't know how he missed that shot.
Pass to Strother. Jordan, the screen from 18 feet away. Up again. That one doesn't drop. The Warriors have gone 0 for 3 to start the second half. Here's Looney. Outside Pajemski. Three-pointer. It's hauled in by the Nuggets. And how about Brandon Pajemski, Richard? When he's given the minutes, he can stuff the stat sheet.
Yeah, even when it comes to his rebounding, BA, that's the result of great heart, great hustle, and great timing. His teammates feed off his energy.
And you can count it. He'll go to the line with a chance at a three-point play.
Look at Hield's unselfish approach. He's working to find everyone a look, not just himself.
To the paint. Pass to Porter. Here's Strother. Porter a screen. And that one's good. Strother's gotten his second bucket of the game.
You'd love to get the ball this close in every trip where you can almost just not miss.
And Hill puts up a deep three. Porter pulls it in.
Yeah, no, he usually makes you pay from that range.
Here's Strother. Knocks down the triple. Strother's got 7 points for the quarter.
They're making it look easy out there, just having fun.
Man, their offense is clicking. Players, coaches, everybody, they are in sync.
And it's the Nuggets ball. Stringing it together. They've got an 11-2 run going. That one goes. Count it.
A solid read from Porter Jr. When he makes quality passes like this, it helps his team's overall chemistry.
Healed for three. Rebounded by Denver. Porter's got rebound number 5 here tonight. Pass to Westbrook. And there's 1:45 left in the third. 4-3. Jordan. Oh, he hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points. And the Nuggets lead by 18.
Real smooth, guys. Great job with the tip-in.
Those are the kind of plays on the offensive glass that can tell you a lot about a player.
And that's what Hield is paid to do, stretch the floor for this offense.
Hield against Westbrook. Porter from outside. It's rebounded by Golden State. 1:04 left in the third quarter. Hield, a screen on Westbrook. Here's Kuminga. And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair. They'll pin that one on DeAndre Jordan.
Well, that was clearly a foul.
And what do you guys think so far about the offensive approach for Denver?
They're moving the ball around so well, guys. Quick passes, letting the next guy do the work if you don't have a look.
And I also have to praise them for their three-point shooting. They're showing a lot of confidence, letting them fly from deep.
Pass to Strother. There's 37 seconds left in the third quarter of the game. Yep, count it. Strother's got 9 points now in the quarter. Warriors trail by 15. Pajemski with it. He's picked up by Westbrook. Here's Looney. And here's Kuminga for three. Rebounded by Russell Westbrook. Denver's gone 1 of 4 here in the third from range. Back to Jordan. And 2 free throws coming up as the whistle blows. He barely missed that one. Kevon Looney picks one up. Denver shooting their 6th and 7th free throw attempts tonight. No good on the second free throw. Oh, and a fast break for the Warriors. And here's Curry for 3. And no good. And so it's Denver up 15 points as this quarter concludes. And it's time now to bring you our State Farm assist to the game.
And I'll tell you what, this was a no-brainer tonight. Take a look at the precision on this feed. Couldn't place it any better.
You've got to admire the vision just as much as the accuracy. Not many players can even spot that pass.
Well, there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the fourth quarter, but stranger things have happened. On the floor for the Warriors, Jimmy Butler out there with Moses Moody. Then it's Green. Then there's Gary Payton II. And it's Curry in at the point. Payton. Whoa!
Nice!
What a huge jam!
Gracious.
Big time right there.
Playing from behind, it's amazing he chose the dunk with that higher difficulty rating.
Yeah, no question. That was a stellar move with plenty of swagger. Oh, it's blocked by Green. Oh, and a fast break for the Warriors. Oh, got a piece of it. Now Jokic. About 1 minute played here in the fourth quarter. From 17, off the left rim and out.
He expects to make every one of those, and we expect him to make them too.
There's a screen. On the wing, Curry. From deep three-point land. Jokic grabs the board. Jokic has got 11 rebounds in the game. We've gone about a minute and a half into this fourth quarter. Jokic using his size.
Down in the paint, Jokic knows how to take charge, getting past the D and to a look.
Curry passes to Moody. Outside Curry. Lets it go from deep. Drains the triple. Curry's got 27.
You give a shooter of his caliber that much time to seam it up? Oh, yeah, you're done.
And the foul called on Draymond Green. That's his first foul.
That's his first personal foul. First team foul.
Here's Jokic. Outside Murray. Back to Jokic. Gordon outside. Oh, he took the contact and tried to throw it down over the top. Instead, he'll shoot free throws.
And Gordon's coaches and teammates like seeing him draw fouls, taking charge and forcing the defense to act.
And he can't make the second free throw either. He missed them both.
Normally, he sinks all of his free throws. The defense got lucky there.
Outside Curry. This one for three. The shot comes out.
And as long as he keeps missing from deep, the D will keep letting him fire away. He's just off from range right now.
Just over 2.5 minutes played now. Final quarter of regulation. And again, it's Denver missing. Warriors trail by 12. Moody passes to Curry. The three. Connects again from distance. Buries his 10th triple of the game.
Unbelievable, B.A. Unbelievable.
Gordon, the pass to Brown. Watson with it. Fires the three. Warriors with the rebound. Green's got his 5th rebound in this one. Here's Moody. And he draws body contact. Looks like a blocking foul. He was in the shooting motion, so he'll head to the line. It goes on Aaron Gordon. That one falls, so he hits both of them. Denver leading by 7. Well, look at the clock. A little under 3.5 minutes gone by in the fourth. And it's Murray finishing it off.
I call Jamal Murray a scoring guard. He's on this team to provide points, and he's certainly doing that tonight.
On the wing, Curry, defended by Watson. Corner shot, and right through it goes! Curry's got 8 here in this quarter.
That may be not the highest percentage of looks right there, but look, you can't argue with results, I guess.
Well, everyone knows Gordon is a gifted dunker. I mean, guess the defense just needed a little reminder.
Payton. That drops, and it comes off an assist from Curry.
And their strategy is obvious. Manufacture looks from outside the arc.
With the way they're shooting, there's no need to look for any other shot. Just keep letting it rain. Questionable shot selection on that three. Not really helping as they try and narrow the deficit.
Here's Watson. Hits the three-pointer. And the Nuggets lead by 9.
And guys, that's got to be the dagger. This is how you finish a game.
And it felt like they just flipped the switch to go on that run and seal the game. Saving their best basketball for the end. Always smart.
And here's Curry for 3. Brown grabs the board.
And he probably thought he was going to bury that one.
Here's Watson. Gets a hand on it. Rebounded by Green.
And just not enough time for them to get back in this game.
Yeah, they got to be disappointed with this result.
And so Jokic will bring it up for the Denver Nuggets. They led by as many as 18. So it's Denver with the W. Even early on in this game, they appeared happy. Thanks, Allie. Great interview once again. Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. For Allie LaForce.
Time, but eventually.
You do. One thing you gotta love watching is great ball movement,
which is something both of these teams take pride in. It's always fun to watch guys be unselfish with the ball and look to make each other better.
Now look at Memphis's starting group. Morant is the point with Bain out on the wing. Jackson is out there with G.G. Jackson. And it's Edey in at the 5. Roaming the paint. Here's Morant. And Morant throws it down.
Just as quick as anyone in this league, Morant can seemingly get to the hole at will.
With the floater. And terrific work on the offensive glass, and he picks up 2.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Well, this early, they should be showing a lot more energy on defense. It's not there.
Now here's Morant. Shot clock at 5. And that's Jokic with the rebound.
And not allowing the shooter even an inch of breathing room on that one.
And guys, that's exactly the kind of high-impact defense they want to see out of him.
And they had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage.
It's Morant with the drop. Throws it down as the official calls the foul. It may be a 3-point play. It's going to be on Jamal Murray.
Just superior focus from Morant. His determination is what allows him to convert through contact.
Morant against Murray. To the inside. Jokic. And Jokic throws it down.
And Joker doesn't get up too often, but when he slams it down, it feels like he's trying to bring the basket with him.
When it's all said and done, Jokic, Greg, is going to be the Nuggets' career leader in many categories.
He's already their franchise leader in rebounds, assists, triple-doubles, and playoff points, and many other advanced stats as well.
Here's Watson, and Watson slams it in.
And he just elevates and powers in the one-hand.
Textbook.
I'm glad he didn't go overboard and try to do too much there.
Now, here's Bain. And finished off by Morant.
And the agility, the hops, Morant just explodes off the floor.
If you're just tuning in, we played about 2.5 minutes here in the first. Jacks up a 3. Rebound by the Nuggets. And here we go. Fast break. Murray's got it. The layup off target.
And you can see the defenders afraid to kind of get in his way a lot of times when he's on his way to the basket. But on that one, they were there.
Grizzlies have shot just 1 free throw earlier. 1 for 1 in the game.
And if we want to take a look back, they converted about 76% from the line.
And, you know, whenever they get into a stretch where it looked like maybe they would turn it around at the line, they would immediately take a step back.
First quarter of play, we're about 3 minutes in. Nice open look, but it's no good. And the Grizzlies leading by 4. Time now to turn to our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David.
Thanks very much. Briefly spoke with David Adelman. Well, of course, they're concerned about the dynamic Ja Morant. Coach told me the plan is simple. Make things as hard as they can on Ja on both ends of the floor. Make him work on defense, and by crunch time, maybe we can tire him just a little bit. Back to you guys.
Thank you, David.
And it's hard to pick a more electrifying player in the league than Ja Morant. He explodes off the floor.
On the wing, Gordon. First quarter of action, just under 3.5 minutes played. Gordon with the screen from Murray. And it's Jokic in the corner. And it's blocked. Morant scanning the floor. It's jammed down, and he goes right on top of Aaron Gordon.
Wow, and that sort of showmanship is just deflating right now to a team trying to get back into a game like this.
Ouch, Greg, that is definitely an emphasis jam. A big apostrophe or exclamation point, maybe even a question mark.
Hey, guys, I know there are a lot of questions right now defensively, for this team. There's no doubt about that.
And the rejection by Morant. Loads it up there for Bain. Stolen by Gordon. Now, here's Jokic. He's guarded closely. Outside Gordon. They need this. And Bain pulls it down.
And typically he has the touch to finish when he's in tight, but not sure on that possession.
He's made all 3 of his free throws so far. That's good from Morant.
At the line for the Grizzlies, John Morant.
That misses, so he splits the free throws. The Nuggets trail by 9. Here's Brown. Scoreless thus far. To the paint. Jokic passes to Brown. Jokic with the screen on Bain. A nice shot by Brown.
It works well there. Not much resistance from the D.
Yeah, that's not the defense you need. You got to be tougher defensively.
Jackson kicks to Morant. And a missed layup. And so it's Memphis with their lead standing at 6 points here at the end of the quarter. They've been playing. And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. Guys, what's your take on the Grizzlies so far?
Well, in that first quarter, they were intent on just pounding the ball down low.
Yeah, and it's worked. They've got a clear edge and points in the paint. Now we'll see if they go with a more balanced attack or just keep on pounding it inside.
Before in the foul, it's Gordon and Jokic. In at the guard spots, it's Murray and Brown. And it's Watson in at the 3. That's the group for Denver getting going here in the second. Pass to Jokic. Takes the 3. Flexing that range, Nikola Jokic.
What's really cool about Jokic is that he's just as effective working off the ball. He's ready to shoot when he catches it.
Morant passes to Bain. On the wing, Jackson. Here's Edey. Jokic defending. Jackson kicks to Jackson. Shot clock at 6. Here's Edey. The shot goes in. First shot, first basket.
A solid distributor. I think Jackson is gifted at reading defenses and then being able to spot the open teammate.
He takes it in, and foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. Mark, how much weight do players put on individual awards or something like an all-star nod?
You know, I think players always have a level of respect for each other, but awards help validate your level of respect. How you win, how you perform, consistency, and awards are typically well-earned and well-deserved. As a matter of fact, in most cases, they are well-earned and deserved, and players acknowledge that and respect that.
And what a show Morant is putting on. Every time he touches the ball, you feel like he's going to score.
Murray the pass to Brown. Murray a screen on Bain. Back to Murray. Fires the 3. Gets that one to drop. First one of the game after 4 straight misses.
Well, Murray absolutely has that range. He just needs to find the look he likes, and he'll knock it down.
It's Morant with the drive. Inside, here's Bain. It's rebounded by Jamal Murray. The Nuggets trail by 4. Gordon deciding where to go with it. The Grizzlies pull it in. Their biggest lead of the game was 9. And a wide open look for Bain. Hits the jumper in space. And the Grizzlies lead by 6.
He does not lack for confidence. He shouldn't. I mean, this guy's a dangerous scorer.
Pass to Watson. Second quarter play with almost 3 minutes gone. Can't connect from short range. It's Morant with the drive. And finished off by Morant.
How about the authority from Morant? The way he was running, you knew he was aiming to shatter the rim.
They get it back. Another shot. There's Jokic being aggressive inside.
His hard work on the backboard really just has given them more opportunities to score.
Pass to Edey. The kick out to Bain. Here's Morant. Down low. Here's Edey. Good, and a nice assist from Morant.
I love the ball movement, Jerry. He put that on a silver platter. Just served him up.
Gordon against Jackson. Outside Gordon. Jokic sets the screen for Gordon. Pass to Watson. Fires for three. Rebounded by Jackson. Jackson's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. 59 seconds left in the first half of the game. Got a piece of it. And now, here comes Gordon leading the break. Jokic with it. Fires from deep. Hands it from downtown. Jokic has got a pair of triples in the second half for Denver.
Tonight it's been all Joker all the time. He's been pouring it on here.
They set the screen. Bain for three. Hits it from three-point range. Bain's got 5 points so far.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
Nothing like answering back. One team gets three, you fire three of your own. Boom.
And the whistle blows as the basket counts, and a three-point play chance right here. One free throw coming up.
I'll tell you what, with Jokic, you've got to foul him harder than that. This big fella takes pride in finishing through the defense.
17 seconds left to play here in the half. Morant outside to the middle. To the inside. Edey. Good, and a nice assist from Morant. Morant's got his 4th assist in this one.
And they repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid off.
And that concludes the first half. Grizzlies lead by 7. And we'll be back for the second half following the break. Keep it right here on 2K Sports.
Please direct your attention to center court. And get ready for the fan half-court shot.
And we hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. We're halfway through the game. Guys, Ja Morant has been sensational.
And he's shown just how adept he can be at creating contact and then cashing in at the line.
Well, you know, in that first half, it was a common occurrence. He got to the stripe time and time again.
Taking a look at the Grizzlies. We've got Luke Kennard. Wells is out there with Brandon Clark. Then it's Pippen. And it's Huff in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. Well, Nuggets need to get a shot off here. Jordan, and they force the shot clock violation. Great D. Memphis leading by 7. Pippen feeling it out a bit. Pass to Kennard. Takes it off the glass. Kennard's got the lead up to 9 now for the Grizzlies.
Hits his first attempt of the half. Not what you'd call suffocating D on that possession.
That's a mistake they cannot afford to repeat very often. I mean, you can't leave him alone like that. He'll torch you.
And that one's good. Strother.
Yep, Westbrook seems to have a sixth sense for those kinds of openings. Knows exactly where the gap is and finds his teammate perfect.
Pippen, the pass to Huff. Off target there. That would have pushed the lead to double digits. Pass to Sharch. quarter of basketball, about a minute and a half in. Just 5 to shoot. Three-pointer. Short, great positioning on the putback.
Well, you know, a big part of offensive rebounding is really relentless effort and high energy, and Jordan knows all about that.
Clark sets a screen for Pippen. Pass to Wells. Now Pippen. Clark sets a screen for Pippen. Knocks down the 3-ball. Pippen's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game.
And I don't care how far from the bucket he is. You've got to have a man on him. He's just too good from deep.
Memphis leading by 8. Well, Michael Porter Jr. is one of the premier shooters in the NBA.
And that size that he brings to that sweet stroke makes it hard to get to a shot. 6'10", shoots it with confidence, shoots it with great fluidity. And, man, is he special. And he's worked through some injury trouble early in his career. And now he's one of the more lethal front court players in the league on the perimeter.
Saric outside. And out of bounds as the Grizzlies gain possession. And so it's Pippen with it. He brings it up for the Grizzlies. And there's the drive. Fires the 3. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. Huff's got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball. Here's Strother. Kennard covering. Got a piece of it. Westbrook against Pippen. And Kennard wide open. He shoots. Off the mark there with the 3-point shot. Here's Porter. Missed inside. And the Grizzlies leading by 11. Pass to Huff. Now here's Kennard. D right on him. Just 5 on the clock. Wells passes to Clark. Now Wells outside Pippen. Over Westbrook. And that one's good by Pippen. Pippen's got 5 points so far. Nuggets have gone 2 of 7 from the field in the third. That leaves room for improvements. Porter a screen on Pippen. Pass to Strother. Porter against Pippen to end the cold streak. Porter, no luck. Memphis has gone 3-6 tonight when they've let it fly from downtown. And slam dunk by Clark.
You gotta love his hustle, leaving the defense no time to react.
And you know you're going to get those buckets, guys, when you're quick to get out on the break. Get that ball up the court as fast as you can.
And that one's good. Strother.
Well, this guy's a pick and roll maestro. That's Westbrook's basketball IQ on full display.
Pippen against Westbrook. Now here's Pippen. He's tightly guarded. "11 feet away, and the last shot at the buzzer doesn't go in for him. And so it's Memphis, up by a dozen here at the end of the quarter. And how about a look now at our assist of the game? Brought to you by State Farm.
Just true artistry right there. I mean, great decision on where to go with the ball, and how about the perfect delivery.
And they'd love to see every possession end this way. True team basketball.
And there have been 2 very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. And now we've got some time to check in from the sideline. You got for us, DA?
Thanks very much. I was able to listen on what David Adelman went over with his team. He tore into his guys. He said, your body language is awful right now. You don't even look like you want to play right now. Should I sub in for you? Where's the drive to win? Guys?
Thanks, David. In at the guard spots, it's Murray and Brown. Before in the 5. It's Gordon and Jokic. And it's Watson in at the 3 slot. That's the group on the floor for Denver.
No doubt about it. He has done a ton to help his team, but he's going to have to do even more if they want to have a chance to get back in this one.
And he drives in. That's tipped. Outside for Jackson. Morant right side. And it's Jokic with the rebound. Jokic has got 6 rebounds in the game. Jackson against Gordon. Jokic sets the screen for Gordon. Inside shot. And again, it's Denver.
And Gordon's jumping ability combined with his reach make him a difficult matchup for any defense, especially when he's operating in the post.
To the paint. Here's Edey. A great 1-2 punch. Beautiful pass and nasty jam.
It really does make the game easy for your teammates when you can lead them to the rim that well with the pass.
And it's Murray penetrating. Here's Brown. Guarded by Bain. Cross contact on the shot, and now a 3-point play chance as he'll head to the line.
Yeah, the D has not been able to keep the ball out of the paint at that end of the court.
And a moment now to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from for the Grizzlies.
I like this throwback approach they're taking, looking to score high percentage shots in the paint. And so far, it's working.
They've also found a lot of shots at the arc in this one and allowing their good shooters to tee it up.
And the flush from Jackson Jr. Great wingspan, and at 6'11", he's got a little nasty in him.
From downtown, it's hauled in by the Nuggets. Jokic has got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. Shot is good, and the Memphis lead's cut down to 7 on the bucket from Watson. The Grizzlies have gone 2 for 5 on field goal attempts in the 4th quarter. Just a little under 2.5 minutes have passed now here in the 4th. Here's Edey. Jokic defending. Here's Morant. It's hauled in by Jokic.
Yeah, and the height disadvantage there forced them into a really tough shot. Tried to fade away, but just couldn't pull it off.
Here's Gordon. It's rebounded by Memphis. The biggest lead of the game, 15 points. Kept alive. Out to Morant.
2 minutes remaining in the game. 2 minutes.
Jackson a screen on Murray. And another miss by Memphis.
Nothing's going his way since the horn. I mean, looks like he used up all his makes in the last quarter.
Brown, it's good, only a few seconds into the shot clock. And now just a 5-point Grizzly lead. Morant outside to the middle. And we're going to have a jump ball. It's tied up there.
That's a jump ball.
Here's Brown. Guarded by Jackson. And here's Watson. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Into the lane. And the rebound by Jaren Jackson. And the Grizzlies leading by 5. Jokic with the steal. Pass to Murray. Jokic with the screen on Morant. Stolen by Jackson. And it's Memphis on the break. Here's Edey. He's covered by Watson. There's the pick. Morant kicks to Jackson. A three-pointer is right on target.
Relentless in their approach, even with the game firmly in hand.
And, you know, until that final buzzer sounds, I mean, you've got to treat every possession like it's crucial.
Murray, the pass to Brown. Lets it go from deep. No good that time. Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. There's the lob to Jackson. Up high to stuff the alley-oop.
And credit the whole team. It was a focused, concerted effort to put this one away.
Yeah, what a time to put the hammer down. Any hope of a comeback? Diminished.
And Jokic wide open. He shoots. So no problem for Memphis as they get the win. They came in here and took care of business like they were the home team.
And coming about the mental toughness that this group showed, they were never rattled at all.
All right, DA, thanks again. Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. For Greg Anthony, Clark Kellogg, and David Aldridge. Cool.